How's it going, TubeU? Wait, that's not right. How's it going, YouTube? Pixar Prime 10 here with another video review, this time of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class. Grimwing, he's a Predacon. I just gotta start by saying I don't have the Wave 3 of Deluxes, so I'm going right from, I think, a Voyager Shockwave right to this guy, so I do apologize for skipping over and messing up the story, but I think once all the Beast Hunters figures come out and I get all of them, I'll read all the instruction stories in order. So you can see he has a back brake grapple launcher. You can see on the back, or the side, it says, the most honorable warrior among the Predacons. Grimwing seeks glory through chivalrous combat with a worthy foe. You can see his technical data: strength of a 10, intelligence, rank, fire blast, and skill of a 9, speed of an 8, endurance of a 10, and courage of a 10. Very cool. Back of the box, you can see his Ursa Griff mode, which I don't remember what that is, but I'll do some research, and after I get him out of the packaging, I'll tell you what that is. And you can see a little Predacon logo, and right up there is him. You can see his black beak grapple launcher. Really cool artistic drawing of him on the side, or, well, animation, really. But very, very excited to get this guy out of the box, so let's do so. Alright, I'm about to read Grimwing's story, but it's continued from Deluxe Dreadwing, which I don't have, and I haven't read that story. So if you want to know the story, the 3 stories before this, go watch the reviews by someone else of Deluxe RC, Dreadwing, and Ratchet, and then come here and watch this video for this story, because, like I said, it's out of whack. So Chapter 15 continues from Chapter 14, Deluxe Dreadwing, Tales of the Beast Hunters, Grimwing, and you can see that this is Blackbeak. He's a semi-intelligent companion to a Grimwing, does not always offer the best advice, fires a powerful claw that grips and crushes targets, and can fly and fight independent of Grimwing. And here's the story. The higher he soars into the unfamiliar sky, the more his mind clears. Grimwing remembers his time in the hyper-evolution chamber. He remembers the lessons fed directly to his brain by Shockwave. But he also knows there must be more to the world in which he has been reborn, and he is determined to discover it. That's when his highly sensitive optics spot a Cybertronian signature on the ground below. Judging by the size and power of the stranger, he knows it must be a brother, a warrior. A kindred spirit. Yes, fight, screeches Blackbeak, but Grimwing shakes his head. No, we seek knowledge for battle. For now, he says, and banks descending forward to the distant stranger. Continuing in Chapter 16, Voyager, Ultra Magnus. Alright, here's Grimwing out of his box in his Ursa Griff mode, and really quickly, I need to touch on something. If you watched Optibotimus's review, awesome guy, of this guy, you know he thinks that this guy, a lot of the Beast Hunters figures homage Beast Wars characters. He thinks this guy homages Silverbolt, which I really didn't watch Beast Wars, but I kind of agree with his explanation. In Beast Wars, apparently Silverbolt, well, you know what, I'm not going to explain it because I don't want to quote Paul, but if you really want to know how this guy ties into Silverbolt, go watch the Grimwing review by the amazing Optibotimus. So, yeah. So the instructions really explain how he's like Silverbolt, and I totally agree with Optibotimus, so go watch that. So first of all, here's Blackbeak, and obviously he has a black beak. So, yeah, so the functionality of this thing is, well, you just take this, and then you press this, and, it's like a grappling hook type of thing, but I don't really care for this too much. I mean, I like it, but I would have liked Grimwing to come with better of a weapon. But anyway, there he is. So Blackbeak can actually peg onto Grimwing either right here or on his tail back there. But like I said on the packaging, he's an Ursa Griff. And, well, what is an Ursa Griff? An Ursa is a bear, and a Griff is a griffin, which is an eagle. So this is a combination of an eagle and a bear. So pretty cool. You can see his green wings here, which look very amazing. Love these wings. I really do like this. This is a very nice dragon. You can see Cybertronian writing on both his wings. Very cool. He has these little bits here that are actually articulated. For his articulation in this mode, this joint moves on a ball joint. His knees bend, and his feet are on ball joints, and this part bends right here at this joint. The front arms are on a swivel joint, and they go in and out. They bend at the elbow, and his wrists are on swivel joints. So, my joints are a little bit looser than I would like them to be. But, you can get him in some pretty cool poses. His head will turn left and right. It won't open. I mean, it won't go up and down, but his mouth will open. So that's very cool. I love the spine on here. The colors on this guy just look absolutely fantastic. One thing that's really weird is, well, you see Cybertronian writings all over him, which is very cool. But one thing that's really weird is these green bits actually slide off, which I like that, because, I mean, I think it was by accident. But you can actually use them on as weapons, but I know they look cool with it on. But here he is in his dragon mode, so we're going to transform him to his beast robot mode, which is actually pretty easy. So we're going to take this back, stretch out his leg like that, and then, well, his knee was actually bent up inside of him, so you want to unbend that, and then this part that was like that, you want to bring up like that, take this green section, and kind of just fold that down, and, well, you pretty much made his feet. Oh, and then the foot actually comes down. Do the same on the other leg. Bring the foot down. And, well, here we have the feet of Blackbeak done. Blackbeak, Grimwing. Take his arms, take these down, swivel the hands to the side, fold out the thumb, and do the same thing. Okay, and now you want to take these little bits and kind of flare these out to the side, just for now. This back wing section unpegs, and then this part here, well, take the arms, pull them apart, and then this section actually comes out. And then what you want to do is you want to open up his mouth, because you need that open for transformation. And then up here, you want to push forward on this part and flip it over, kind of like a trapdoor, revealing his head. And his beak, well, the head kind of bites down on this little bit, so you want to kind of get it as close as possible and just slip it right over so it looks like that, which you can't really see, but I'll fix my lighting. And then this part here is actually a little bit tricky. You gotta take this tail section and you gotta slide it up into his body till it clicks. Okay. Kind of get everything a little positioned, and then this part back here kind of comes down and kind of slots into there. These bits here go behind his wings, and kind of straighten these out, bring these up. You can kind of flare up these shoulder pads, and, well, more or less, here you pretty much have Grimwing in his robot mode. And this guy just looks really freaking amazing. First of all, you're not going to get a good look at this, but there's his head. That head, he's got a mouth, he's got really good painted eyes, no light piping, very nice face. And I want to point out right now that in my book, if Predaking were to die and get defeated, I would so think him, Grimwing, would be the second in command to the Predacons and then become the leader. That's what I think. But Blackbeak, he can, I don't know if he can, yeah, he can hold him pretty well, and then usually you would want to peg him onto his arm, though, and it's a pretty loose fit, so I think the peg on Blackbeak's a little, weak, or whatever, but I don't really care for this. I think, Grimwing can really just do, like, some serious damage. Oh, geez, I didn't transform his foot all the way. Some serious damage without Blackbeak. I don't think he really needs him, and his thigh joints are a little loose. So, yeah. But here we have Grimwing. His articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so you'll get some good motion there. His arms, you actually want to kind of get these arms up as much as you can, or at least I do. And, well, I'll explain that later, but his arms go in and out. They go forward and back. They bend at the elbow. They swivel at the elbow. They swivel at the wrist. The thumb can actually be articulated because of the transformation. Nothing at the waist. Hips are on ball joints. They have a thigh cut, or, well, they swivel at the hip. And the knees bend, and I think a double joint. And the feet are on two separate joints. They have this one little joint, like, up in here, and then they actually have a ball joint at the foot. And then that heel that actually helps them stand can be articulated. Now, one thing I do not like is this head, when you bring it down over, like, the thing, it doesn't lock in. You can lift that up very easily, and these arms don't lock into the sides, so you'll either end up pushing them in and taking out the head or pulling them apart. Now, like I said, these bits come off. Whether or not this is intentional, I don't know. But it seems as if you could get them to fit in his hand. So I guess you could use these as some sort of weapon. I don't know why. I mean, if he actually held them correctly, probably do some serious damage with those bad boys. But a very cool figure all the way around. Very bulky. I do like that. How he has a big stature, if that makes sense. For a size comparison, here's the 30th Anniversary Legends Optimus Prime, a Legion class figure, the Wii U gamepad, himself. So there are your size comparisons. I love the Predacon logo on his chest. It's like a commander type of thing. And this guy just says power to me, like I am a commander. Like almost like if Redwing was at one point Megatron's second in command, this would so be Predaking's second in command, because he's a little chicken leg, just a little bit, and there's nothing you can do about it because his knees won't bend anymore. But just very, very cool. Really like this guy. Oh, but someone's phone is ringing. So, why don't we transform him back to his Ursagriff mode? You can probably hear that phone, can't you? But we're going to take this, bring this up, close his beak, and the head, we're just going to take and flip around, like so. Unpeg these wings from back here and kind of lift them up just so you have some clearance for later on. And, well, you don't want to bring his arms together yet. Take this leg section and pull that down out of his body until it locks. Take the thumb on each side and push the hand forward, twist the hand forward, like so. Now you can bring this section here, this little hole section, that round section you can see right there on his neck. These little round sections on his shoulders actually fit in to there pretty perfectly, like so. You can probably see that. Bring these shoulder pads down to the side as much as you can. Bring them up. Take these little bits inside here and fold them in to make a really kind of cool kind of a configuration. Now these legs, what you want to do is take the knee, bend them up inside, and then take this section and slightly bend it, and then bring the foot forward like so. I'll do it on the other side just in case you didn't see it. Bend, bend, pull. So really just get his legs back into the configuration. Well, actually, you're supposed to have these bits up in his Ursagriff mode, which I could have, like, you'd think all the Predacons would be dragons. But, just getting everything assembled correctly, and, his head actually needs to, be accordion back up. They didn't realize that. But, take this, and, ladies and gentlemen, unless I'm mistaken horribly, oh, well, I am, because I didn't do his wings, these bits come out, and really, well, the wings come down and peg into there. And, really, you can do whatever you want with the wings. You can really just keep them like that for me. But, here we have, Grimwing and Blackbeak. Grimwing back in his Ursagriff mode, and with Blackbeak riding on top. So, this is a very, very cool figure. I highly, highly recommend it. A very cool Predacon indeed. Now, one thing I didn't show you was his eyes actually have, like, a little pupil detail molded in. So, really, really kind of creepy. I'm trying to, like, see how much of a cool pose I can do. Not really that much. But, alright guys, so, highly recommend him if you see him in stores. I got him in Walmart. So, thanks for watching the review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Voyager class Grimwing. Don't have Ultra Magnus, just got him. But, alright guys, have a great day.